Now, this video is specifically aimed at the descendants of enslaved Africans. Me nah say you can't watch it if you're not, but it's specifically directed at them. So how you can tell if you is the descendant of an enslaved African? Well, if you had a mother that spoke negatively to you and beat you mercilessly, saying things like, you're worthless, you're good for nothing, you're never going to make nothing of yourself. She was just carrying out the programming that was passed down from her mother, which was passed down from her mother, going right back to the plantations. See, enslaved African women were trained to beat them children mercilessly, to break them down mentally, so them can become obedient slaves. So if your mother beat you like that, she is definitely the descendant of an enslaved African. Now, if you is one of them brothers who like to breed up the sisters them and leave them to raise your picnic alone, you is most likely the descendant of a stud. Studs were enslaved African men who were kept in barns like horses solely for the purpose of impregnating the enslaved African women to provide more stock for the wicked enslavers. They had nothing to do with raising the picnic them did father, because they were considered to be the property of the slave owner. So if you still have urges to impregnate women and left them to raise your picnic alone, you is most likely the descendant of a stud. And that also applies if you still have urges to have sex with little girls.
Can't believe me eyes. 10-year-old girl get pregnant with a big belly in front of her. Which man couldn't have their right mind do something like this?
Now, if you experience any kind of sexual trauma as a young woman or a girl child, you may well be the descendant of royalty. We did already explain in my video about epigenetics that some of the enslaved African women was royalty. And they were traumatized sexually so badly to put a marker in their DNA so that their descendants would forget who them is. But now, them is beginning to remember who they are and to put themselves back together again.